Yeah. Well, there's the old vent being blocked up. The old fridge is out. And Guppy is just sorting the shelf out for the fridge to sit on. It's nice and dry everywhere. The original lino, we just cleaned it up because about 30 years of shit under that fridge. It's been alright, Guppy, though, isn't it? Getting it out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Doddle.
A doddle.
2 screws and it was out.
Lovely.
Did you? No, mate, it was.
Well, the kitchen is in, up and running. I'm over the moon. The fridge has been on for 2 days. I've got storage underneath there that I'm going to get a rack to slip me tins under. Just some decorating to do, but that'll be next year. But the fridge is up and running. It ain't stocked very well yet, but it has a good size. It has a good size freezer. Over the moon with it. I'll put some details in of what fridge it is. This is the fridge I went for. I'm trying to get you some specs, people, but wait a minute. I can't do it one-handed, mate. I can't do it one-handed and hold the bleeding thingy.
That's right, because this bill would not really do anything for someone in the last stages of motor neuron disease, because it's very unlikely that they would be in a position to be able to physically take anything themselves. And I think that's
pause if you're interested. I think it was £360, something like that. 65 litre.
That's right. So I think if this bill did become an act as it stands, there would be then pressure to...
That'll be the specs, I suppose.
...work this out. We now need other people saying, well, that doesn't help me. And so the question...
Yeah, it don't stand nothing on the top of it.
...be able to restrict this and not let it happen.
And that's it. That's the user manual for what it is. Technical information is coming up.
Really ought not to be able to take their own lives. People
3 years from the date of purchase for warranty.
no, you need
Technical information, so it's only a 60 watts.
killed, the care that's lacking, and that's why people talk about a slippery.
Happy Friday. How are you, my lovelies? I haven't seen you for a few days. I'm just taking it easy. If there's nothing to film, I've got nothing to film. But that's a little bit of the fridge install. It's not... Just had to put a shelf in and just to lift it up to the right height. Over the moon with it. It's been on now for 2 days. It's just sipping up that juice. I think it's running at its maximum output is 60 watts. And I think there's 17 watts per amp. So 3 to 4 amp on full power. And when it's ticking over, you know, it'll be an amp and a half or an amp an hour maybe. I don't keep my long life milk in the fridge because I'm opening it all the time to get a cup of tea, which isn't worth it. Wait a minute. I thought that was the postman coming. I'm still waiting for some buzz bars. And if I find out that these buzz bars go through that letterbox and they've had me here 3 days this week waiting for this delivery, and it hasn't turned up, they keep slipping a red nut slip through the door. How they get into the door, I don't know without me seeing them. Unbelievable, unbelievable. If this package goes through my letterbox, mate, they're copping it this morning. Trust me, because I'm sick and tired of Royal Mail. They're fucking useless, absolutely fucking useless. Tracking date don't come up until it's out for delivery, and then it don't tell you it's out for delivery. They're just shit. It's the worst fucking thing you can do is use Royal Mail, trust me. Anyway, that's me little rant over. Well, no, it ain't me fucking little rant over, because I'm pissed off with them. If that fits through that letterbox, and they've made me come over here 3 fucking days consecutive waiting for it to come, I'll be filming the fucker. Trust me, I'll be filming him and showing him how to put it in a letterbox. I'm telling you, you fucking see. If it turns funny with me, he's going to be in for a fucking bad day, I know that. Because I'm fucking ready for that cunt this morning. I'm telling you, 3 days I've been here waiting. Yeah, no, we missed it. It'll be tomorrow. There's a box on the wall. The lid lifts up and you can drop the parcel in. Or there's a normal standard size letterbox. I'm waiting for 2 bus bars. About as big as me fucking lighter. That goes through that letterbox, mate. Trust me, he's copping it. Anyway, lovelies. It's Friday. All day today. I need a deep clean. What I've got on the agenda today is a deep clean. I've got to do a little bit of shopping, fill my fridge up. I want a deep clean in here, because you know when it's all been a fucking bits everywhere all the time, I need to clean to cut. You know, it keeps me calm. I've got to pick up a couple of tubes of Sikaflex. There will be, first thing next year, will be another solar panel going on the roof, another Flexi I think I'm going for. Yeah, another 200 watts, so that will give me 400 watt of, that 400 watt of solar on the roof, which should run the fridge and the diesel heater even in the winter. We do get sunshine. People think there is no solar in the winter. That's bollocks. There is solar. There's not a lot of solar, but the more you've got up there, the more it'll help. Obviously, I run a fridge and a diesel heater. In the summer, I won't need the diesel heater, and it's just my fridge, so I should be well overpowered. Which is what you need to be, I think. You need to be up on it. I mean, I've got a good lithium battery, 120 watt amp hour. So yeah, to run a diesel heater in a fridge, that should piss it. I've been running it now. It's been on for 2 days now, solid. The freezer works beautiful. There's a lot of room in the freezer compared to the 3-way fridges. I've got more room in there than that little 3-way fridge. I can't work it out. That was a 90 litre. This is a 65 litre. Yeah, I'm over the moon with it. Over the moon with it. I can have a cold beer. I can have ice cream. I can stay out a little bit longer, you know, between shopping trips, obviously. Yeah. Christmas plans. Here we go. Well, Gappy come up with the idea. I was looking somewhere to spend Christmas. I don't want to be too far away because it's fuel costs, really, you know, diesel. Having to tighten the belt up a bit. As you know, I'm still living on bleeding savings. I don't get my pension until April next year. So I'm thinking of Ironbridge. Gappy come up with the idea. Ironbridge would be a nice place. It's a nice village place. It's a beautiful area. So yeah, I'm thinking of yeah, I'm thinking of Iron Bridge, because you've got the Victorian Museum and the little town thing they've got down there with coal-fired fish and chips, and the Christmas markets down there should be fantastic. So yeah, Iron Bridge is where I should be heading for Christmas. Well, for a month, from about, I think the eye test is on the 13th. I should be leaving around about the 15th open, hopefully. But I think H is coming down to see me around, I think it's around the 10th of December. It's going to come and have a quick overnight because she's off on her jollies, I suppose. I'm not sure where she's going. She did tell me, but shit for brains. Shit for brains. Yeah, so it'd be lovely to see H before I set off that over there. I might even get a visit from Chalky, because I don't think it's too far. I don't know. I don't know if it's too far from Chalky to pop up over the Christmas or New Year period, but it'd be more than welcome. I love it to bits. Yeah, so we're gonna have a month. So from the 15th of December to the 15th of January, and we'll see what farmers markets we can find, the Christmas markets. That'll be really nice, and I'll be able to film something for you. I'll be able to show you around again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know Craig, Destination Unknowns, organised a big deal up at the peaks, and then they're moving up a bit further up north. It's a little bit too far for me up north this time, because I've got a plan to be up in Scotland from April to June. I'm doing a 3-month Scottish trip in April. As soon as that pension comes through, we're off for 3 months. Maybe fucking longer if I get my way. If I can get things sorted. That's what I'm doing around Northampton at the minute, just sorting bits and bobs out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I don't have much chance to plan anything at the minute, but it is what it is. We'll have a cracking time anyway. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to leave this little bit here. If I catch anything later on, then I'll get it on for you. I'll try and get this video up for Friday night. Well, it's Friday now. I'll try and get this video up for tonight for you. As I say, I'm just waiting for some buzz bars. We've got a couple of little bits to do. I need to wash the roof, check round the seams. We've had no leaks so far. Well, apart from when we had that torrential fucking rain, it seemed to come through my extractor fan and drip on the unit. But I mean, it was, as you know, it was torrential rain. It was yeah, flooding and all that. It was bad, but it didn't come in too much, but you know, there was a few splashes on there when it hit certain directions. So I need to address that and have a look at that. Otherwise, we're all set, ready and set for winter. Diesel heat is working lovely. The fridge is working lovely. And I'm having a whale of a time. Bored shitless. Same as you, if you're doing your house or you're doing your kitchen or your bathroom, it's the same shit. In a van, it's even worse because it's a smaller area. You can't go in the other room and wait for a little while. Well, you can, but you'd be sat in the shit house looking at yourself with 50,000 mirrors. That's not a good thing. That's not a good look. But yeah, anyway, lovelies, I'll leave this one here for now, and I'll catch you very soon. Let's see what I can come up with. Ta-da for now.